What is going on, ladies and genitals, and welcome back to a Mario video. Today we're going to be playing some Paper Mario Thousand Year Door Tower of Trials. For those of you that don't know what this is, well, Paper Mario is the Thousand Year Door is a game for Nintendo GameCube. It's probably top 3 games of all time for me. And recently, a modder made a ROM version, which is basically like a roguelike version where you use the combat system to progress on floors, and then at the end of a certain amount of floors there's some mini bosses, and then there's like a big boss, and they implemented a whole entire achievement page, unlockable customization options, a bunch of different ways you can edit how the runs play out. Like right here, before you start your runs, there's so many different options you can set, and I will be explaining some of those options as we go along in the future. But I mean, there's just so much shit you can do. Like, you can set how many starting partners you are able to hold. I mean, how many partners you're able to hold, what starting partner you want. There's different NPCs on the different floors that you can buy or sell or interact with in different ways. It's just an awesomely fun randomized experience that changes every time, and it's just super fun because the base combat of this game is insanely fun, and they just found a way to make it endless and enjoyable. So in particular in this video, we're going to be going for the achievements of beating a Gloomtail Tower in an hour and a half and 2 hours with default settings. So I won't be using any of these fancy settings. I'm just going to turn on the timer so that way we know how far we are obviously into the run, and then just trying to beat the run as fast as possible. So I'll probably show a lot more towards the beginning of the run while I'm explaining what things are and that kind of stuff, but this video won't be like, it won't obviously be an hour and a half or 2 hours. I'm just going to show the stupid shit, or if we ever get into scary moments. So at the start of each one, you get a random partner, and then as you can see, there's 3 chests back there. Hopefully I can speedrun through this pretty quickly so you guys don't get bored. Yeah, I should be able to. Okay, so then you have a set of enemies, and please don't like confuse me or dizzy me or something. That's crazy that they did that to me already. So obviously it's super easy at the start. 2 enemies that both get 1 shot, but the run I'm doing is 64 floors of enemies. And then, so once you beat the enemies for that floor, these gates in the back open up, and you get to choose your option of reward. I'm gonna go with Spike Shield, actually. Yeah, and then door opens up. Sometimes they drop items, they drop coins, and then I will show you what happens when we get to every 7 floors in a second here. So flower points are really important in this, because they didn't necessarily change how flower points work, but if you see, even as just a normal hammer, you can level it up depending on how much FP you use. So you can choose to use like a lot of FP. So even like a normal hammer or a normal jump, there's 3 different levels of move. You have to unlock the 3rd level, but you start with the 2nd level. So getting FP, and especially in a speedrun aspect of it, having a lot of FP is very important. All partners also have new moves and custom moves, and all of their moves can also level up using FP. So FP is pretty important, especially if you're trying to do a speedrun aspect of beating it as fast as possible. So, okay, so Shine Sprites, when you see Shine Sprites, that means you get to choose one move you want to upgrade. So I'm just going to upgrade Jump. Yeah. And then, so Shine Sprites, you get to choose, it gives you a couple options of what you want to do. And wow, perfect fucking example. Star Pieces, they randomly upgrade, but it can do more than one. As you can see, I just got 3 upgrades there. So they both definitely have their benefits. And then, so you get this guy on every 7th floor where you can buy shit from him. And then there's rotating different NPCs on the bottom side of these floors. And obviously I don't want to spend too much time in here because the clock is ticking. And then every 8th floor, you do have a mini boss. So I'm sad I didn't get first strike, but you have a mini boss that has higher damage output, more HP, and they have an ability that can call in like goons for them. Dude, what the fuck is up with these lights falling on my head while I'm trying to talk to you guys? And they all also hold items and stuff like that. So you can see this guy actually has a very good badge for us. He has a 1 attack up badge and a 1 defense down badge. P up, D down is what it's called. So he's taking more damage. So it's actually just going to let us kill him faster, to be honest. So that's very nice. He also didn't call in his homies, which all of the bosses, the little mini bosses can do. They call in basically duplicates of themselves that have less HP and stuff like that. But, you know, it just makes boss fights last longer and stuff like that. So I'm glad we didn't get that. And then after that floor, you can heal yourself for a certain amount of coins, and then you just basically rinse and repeat that until we hit floor 64, which is where we want to go within an hour and a half. Is kind of crazy. This guy I should be able to super guard pretty easily. Yeah. Yeah, Boo, not as much, to be honest. That surprised me. I was not expecting. That's why I didn't say anything for Boo. I'm not as familiar with the... There's only certain enemies that I can super guard pretty easily. And they're the ones that make a lot of sense. But Boo's, I do not super guard very often. I honestly usually just do the normal guard. Can I get Fire Drive, please? That would be huge. Let's fucking go. That's actually so nice. I will show you how good Fire Drive is here in a second. Fire Drive, it hits every enemy that is on the ground. It does 1 less damage to the further you go back, but when you start stacking on a bunch of damage and you do like a level 3 Fire Drive, even the people in the back are taking 8, 9 damage, and it is very, very nice. Wow, this sucks ass, actually. What a shitty enemy for a mini boss to be. Wow. Yeah, no, this guy is miserable, actually. Look at the item or the fucking badge he has too, bro. Like, I'm deadass. I should probably restart. I do have fucking Spike Shield on. I did forget about that. Having Spike Shield makes this fight so much easier, and I forgot that I had it. But this guy's being an absolute fucking asshole. Like, to be honest, it's crazy. So the badge he has is like Lucky Day or whatever. And it makes it so he doesn't, or sometimes he'll just randomly dodge attacks. And the magnitude at which he dodged attacks was crazy. He dodged both my items that do 7 damage, and then my jump as well. That's insane, dude. I'm glad he didn't call buddies, but whatever. That definitely took more time than it should have because I forgot I had Spike Shield, to be honest. If I miss with Vivian as well, why? What is up with those fucking things, man? Oh, it's the Boo. It's the Boo. This is actually pretty chill guy. Not a bad one to face. It's always the Boo at this floor. I forgot. I can't hit you. So let's go ahead and Power Punch Mario. I should be able to melt this guy pretty easy. Alright, cool. Nice, very nice. Nice, and we get HP. And I'm not even gonna heal myself because I really don't need to. If I get a freeze, that would be very big. I didn't even realize I had level 3. No freeze, unfortunately. Him calling his homies is pretty bad because I don't think Fire Drive does anything to these guys. I do get the freeze there though. So this should do 10 damage to the middle guy. And 5 damage to everybody else. And then I should be able to clean it up with... Oh, fuck. Oh, he used it on his homie. What a homie. I need to get a bigger vocabulary. Yeah, not the worst boss fight for sure. But a nice fire drive will wipe everybody else, so... Because when you light a bomb on fire, they just instantly explode. Oh, I did forget that he multiplies. Oh, I just killed myself. I killed myself. Mario's dead. Mario's not dead. Oh my god. I knew they exploded, but I forgot I was at -2 fucking defense, and they did way too much damage. And there's another Hammerman. Oh my god, this might be the fucking run, boys. Holy shit, I'm a fucking idiot. Ah. Okay, calm down. Okay, calm down. Jesus Christ, dude. I cannot believe that. Just being like, yes, thank you. Thank you for the 2 fire bows. Pretty easy floor. I left the one in the front alive, so hopefully he just eats his drag shroom. Yeah. So although enemies can have crazy items and do some crazy shit, like that one shit on the news a couple weeks ago that made me sick, it is important to kind of utilize the fact that they're going to use their items most of the time. So leaving a guy left with like a drag shroom instead of a different guy, it makes it a lot easier to target down and shit like that, for sure. Wow, what a close-ass fight. You were close! Wonderful! Fuck, dude. Okay, please drop a shit ton of coins so I can heal myself. And we can make it fucking out of here, dude. Let's get Goombella back out. I don't know if I have enough coins to heal myself. I do. Okay, they make it cheaper after the fight. I forgot about that. Okay, I'm speedrunning. So basically what an Iron Clef does is no matter what, it only takes 1 damage. Literally no matter what you hit it with, it will only take 1 damage. And you can't even super guard it for damage. So that's rough, man. Goombella's gonna be the fastest way to kill these things with Iron Bonks. But it's just such a lame enemy to get. Like, see, super guards don't even do damage to it. And since I'm Hammer Mario, I'm only doing 1 at a time. That sucks, man. I didn't get the POW block, right? I did. Okay, fuck it. I should have used this on Mario's turn. It's still only going to do 1 damage, by the way. Just to clarify, but at least it hits both of them. Man, that fucking sucks. And they fucking hurt. They're pretty easy to super guard. I just hope I don't miss too many. So items, fucking the most charged move you've ever had, the max damage they can take is 1, so it really doesn't matter. So Iron Bonk is good because obviously it hits them multiple times. Mrs. Mouse is the best against them because she has Power Slap. You know what's crazy is I really kind of want a Sweet Treat here. But I just don't think I have enough time to do so. Because all my resources are running kind of low. I just have to hope I get an enemy that I can one-shot with fire drives. I think I have a super mushroom. Wow. Well, the pressure was too high. Those are two super guards I get very often. All I had to do was hit one of them. I had already had 3 partners on like floor like 10 or 11 or something like that. So I was just saving myself until I got Goombella. My princess. Princess is kind of weird. It's crazy how saying my queen is actually less weird than princess in that situation, and I somehow managed to pick the wrong one on accident. To do that. I mean, I didn't like mean it like that, but like, I mean, like, no, it's not like that. It's not. It's, like, it wasn't like, oh, dude. No, like I wouldn't fuck the Goomba. Like I wouldn't fuck the Goomba girl. I wouldn't. No, dude, guys, come on, it's not like that. Like, like there's so much art online, but like, I haven't seen it on purpose. Like when the game was like getting re-released on the Switch, like it was just all over Twitter. Like, it didn't. I wasn't choosing to click on it. It was just showing up on my page. Like, I don't. I have a couple Frat Masters actually. Fuck it, fire one off. Mods, Frat Master that guy. Let's fucking go, that's not bad. I'd call that a third and manageable. Yeah, I watch football. Both try to kamikaze me. And I miss. And I miss. And I go to bed. That's a great badge for Yoshi. Please drop that. Honestly, the HP Sucker is a pretty slept on item as well. So either of these drops is good. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I couldn't speak anyways. Because I didn't know what to call it, they didn't fucking drop it for me, dude. That's so fucked up. Alright, there should be 3 dead. 2 dead. Wait, actually, if I get a coconut thrown at me, I lose and I go to bed. Alright, hello, this is a 4th run that I ended up doing a couple nights later. I had turned on recording in camera, but I really wasn't in the mood to talk, so this is kind of a post-commentary. So if the audio's a little bit off, or, you know, things get a little weird in the audio department, that is why. I'm just going to be showing mainly the bosses, and he's got a super mushroom, nothing too crazy to take care of. We did find a Feelin' Fine early on in this run, so we were doing quite alright. We had a PFD down. Nothing too crazy here for the first boss. We take care of him pretty easily. So in the second shop, we actually end up finding a second Power Plus that we can afford. And then our second boss is just a Gloomba, nothing crazy. So at this shop, there actually is no items that I really want to buy. But I do have enough coins for a Master Key from the Mover. And that'll be useful later on. Our third mini boss is going to be a Putrid Piranha, I think is the name of this one. Actually, it isn't on my screen yet, so I can't confirm nor deny that. But I believe he has a strawberry, yeah, he has a strawberry cake. So like, for some reason, all the mini bosses I'm running into have some annoying items that I have to take care of or to heal themselves, but this guy ended up not being hard at all because we ended up freezing him first turn, so we ended up just one-shotting him in the next turn with Mario because we were starting to get so strong. So here at this shop, we see our first Hammerman of the run. And unfortunately, I'm 4 coins short from buying another one. When you can start stacking Hammermans or Jumpmans, it starts getting really strong. But I do buy the one, and I do equip it. And we are already halfway on just under 30 minutes, or just over 30 minutes. So in this Atomic Boo fight, I actually make a huge misplay. As you can see, he goes for the Hot Sauce, which boosts his next attack. And I forgot how, either I forgot how Vivian's Veil works, or they changed it in this game. I go for a Veil here because I assumed that it would dodge his charge attack. But what ends up happening is he does the little dodge move, and I forgot, or I don't know how it works, but Vivian's Veil doesn't let you attack the next turn after. As you can see here, I die, and I see Vivian pops my Life Shroom, and I forgot I actually had 2 in this run. So this run could have died here very easily, but through some sheer luck, we end up actually being able to salvage it. And unfortunate misplay, I actually don't remember if that's how Vivian's Veil works in the real game, or they changed it here, but thankfully we were able to still get out of there just fine. And I will remember that for next time. With the shop at floor 49, we actually end up finding a strange sack, which is nice to just be able to hold some extra items, but the shopkeeper actually has a Hammerman, and it's for 90 coins, and it ends up being on the same floor as the guy that lets you sell things. So as you can see here, I'm buying 2 Hammermans, and I'm going all in on Hammer build. I'm selling this man everything that I own for as many coins as possible to buy as many Hammermans as possible. Because the way Hammerman and Jumpman works is it stops letting you use the other option. So if you have Hammerman, you can't use jumps anymore, but you get more damage. But then at that point, any other Hammerman you stack on top of it is just an extra damage for a third of the price of a normal Power Plus. So stacking them becomes insanely powerful. So as you can see, I'm selling absolutely everything I own that isn't a Hammerman or a Power Plus to get as many Power Pluses as possible. I mean, to get as many Hammermans as possible. I think I end up being able to sell all my items and badges that I'm not using to end up getting 2 more. So I believe I buy 4 Hammermans here. As you can see here, this shop really doesn't have anything in store for me other than a Jelly Ultra. And our boss fight for this next floor ends up being just a normal Piranha Plant. He's doing a lot of damage to me. He definitely hurts quite a bit. I'm tempted to tattle him here because he's one of like the 8 or 9 enemies in this game that I don't have tattled quite yet. But I end up thinking better of it since I am in a speedrun situation. I'm not showing too many other floors at this point because, as you can see, this was the best, easiest to describe or show how strong I was floor. I thought it was also cool because it's one of each of the Piranha Plants, like the whole fucking band is back together. But as you can see, my fire drive just, I scratched my head a little bit, my fire drive is just doing insane amounts of damage, and I'm actually speedrunning through these fucking floors pretty damn quickly. There are some floors with different enemies that give me a little bit of trouble here or there, but you could just see how strong I am at this point and how confident I am that this run's gonna be good to go. This is the last mini boss floor before I end up going into Gloomtail. So as you can see here, at Master Key I've actually been holding on to this whole time. I just decided to rip it and get out of here as fast as possible, walk right past him, and just skip the floor completely, which is very nice. I think in the future I'm going to buy more mover keys. As you can see here, a couple minutes ago, little kitty man ended up jumping onto my desk late at night, so I'm going to pan the camera down just to make it a little more interesting for you guys on the camera. I'm going to give him some pets with my nose and my head because I'm not taking my hands off the controller. And yeah, at about 2 or 3 in the morning, he usually just chills in here because no one else is awake. But this is the final floor before the Gloomtail fight. So I'm setting up, I'm obviously healing, we need to be at 100% before we go in there. And I'm buying whatever I can if I can. Here's where I get hit with the curveball. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. you could see it in my face the second I understand, or the second I notice, like what's actually happening. A fucking gold fuzzy jumps on me. This whole time mentally and item-wise and everything else badge-wise, I've kind of been getting ready to fight Gloomtail, and I see a gold fuzzy in front of me with 150 health, and I am not sure what is going on at this point. I haven't watched too much Tower of Trial content because I've been enjoying playing it so much and experiencing everything for myself. At this point, I'm just ice smashing, and I think this might be a bad idea because I would assume they would make it so this guy can't be hit with status conditions, because I level 3 ice smashed him 3 times and he does not get frozen once. So I think if I run into this guy into the future, I will not be going for status conditions on him. But as you can see, once he drops below 100 HP, the horde comes out, and then I get really scared. I'm gonna tattle both of them just because I don't know how often or common this is, or like, you know, what's going on. So I tattle both of them because like I said earlier with the Piranha Plant, I only have a couple left of each, or a couple tattles left. And then I get hit with some crazy stuff, and this ends up ending my run. As you can see on the timer, I had it at least 14 to 13 minutes, and if I'm fighting Gloomtail, I know I would get it done very easily. But as you can see, I start stressing out, and yeah, I didn't know what to do. The horde had 200 HP. I was just not preparing for this at all. I think unfortunately I just got too caught off guard this, so I will definitely be making a video about this later on in the month, and it will be a successful video, I promise you that. But at the moment, this is kicking my ass. So we'll have to give it another try for sure. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and I apologize for not having a win. But the fuzzies were just too strong, man. I was not expecting it, and yeah, it was very unfortunate. But thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace. Hey, this is just a quick little outro that I'm going to be throwing into every video at the end of this month. If you don't know what's going on, I'm uploading a Mario game every single day before Christmas, 25 days of Christmas. Um, I'm not really advertising that with any of the thumbnails or the titles or anything like that because I figure there's a lot better of a chance if I play the algorithm a little more for some of the videos to do better instead of advertising it to some people that don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, why would someone click on day 4 of some random video they don't know, or some random YouTuber they don't know? You know what I mean? So I'm not really advertising it. I have a little bit of an intro, and then I'm gonna add this little outro to the end of every video. But if you're new or this randomly popped up on your algorithm, this happens to be one of the videos that popped off or whatever, I would really appreciate a subscribe. Or a like or anything like that. There will be 25 videos being uploaded this month. You know, some of them maybe games you're interested in, some of them maybe not. But I'm putting a lot of work into this, and I have been thinking about trying to put a lot more work into YouTube. Not as something that is like a job or anything like that, but it's just a very fun pastime that I have, and I like doing bigger projects like 25 videos in 1 month or something like that, as opposed to a random video every 3 or 4 days. So if you like that kind of stuff or you want to support me, I would really appreciate a subscribe, or like, comment, anything like that. Even comments that could tell me what to do better, or if it's early on in the month of December, a comment on maybe a game that you would want to see later on. I appreciate you guys very much, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye bye.